Hello, I'm Kim Butler, and I own Partners for Prosperity. It's a nationwide financial firm that focuses on alternatives. So I think in any endeavor in the human world, there are failures, and it's always about how you choose to deal with the failure. And as an entrepreneur, you get to deal with failures a lot more often than people that are protected in a corporate or bureaucratic world. And that's really where growth occurs. So I can think of one story where in our organization, we wanted to create an event. And events are hard. There's physical space, there's people, there's the marketing, there's the food, there's all of the speakers, etc. And we put on this event and it was okay, but just okay. And I remember being like, okay, we did it one year, we've got momentum, we've got to do number two. And number two came around and it was okay +1, but not okay +10. And I thought, that's it, I'm done. I want to quit. This is too hard. This is not my main business. I have all these other awesome things to grow and create value in. And yet, for whatever reason, I was really pulled to continue to work with this event, even though I didn't want to do it. It was too hard. In my mind, it had failed and it wasn't creating the kind of value that I wanted. And yet there was just enough people that said, yeah, that was really helpful. Yeah, that was really great. I really enjoyed it, that I kind of picked up the pieces and went on again. And then the third year it happened again. And I'm like, forget it. I'm not doing this again. It's too hard. And then the fourth year, we finally got over that hump. And so whether it's the typical statistic that you always hear, like new businesses takes 2 or 3 years to get off the ground, I feel like that event now totally has wings. And it's because of a choice of perseverance. It's also because of listening and adjusting along the way, which, as I indicated, something very capable for entrepreneurs to do that you can't always do in other worlds. And when you can choose, if you really feel like there's something of value that you want to create and that you're following your heart and you're listening to your community and adjusting because of that, then you have to be able to put up with failure. You have to be able to go through that. I use the word have to, but I'm going to say you'll want to overcome that failure and cross those bridges and hike up that mountain one more time and survive that valley one more time and one more time and one more time until you get past that, because that's where the good is created. I think, as I indicated, everything is a choice. And it's interesting because a lot of times a choice is A or B. And yet I'm a big believer that you can actually have both. So if A is going forward and B is giving up, then choose both. In other words, choose what parts need to be given up. Choose the parts that you can go ahead and let fail. And create A and B so that the B part makes A better and you can go forward. And when you are following your heart and you are serving and you're listening to your community and you're taking input, it's worth making the choice to survive that valley one more time, to go forward, to learn, to adjust, to make the shifts that are necessary. But that's all a choice. And choice is right here in our minds. And choice can happen that quickly. You can shift your mind, or your mindset, if that's an easier word, that quickly. And when you make that shift in your mindset, then you can go after anything you want, as long as you're serving, as long as you're helping people, and as long as you're still listening. And I think having the humble confidence to make a strong choice and include the failures actually makes that choice even better.